In the sterile gleam of the boardroom, under the cold, accusatory glare of fluorescent lights, my world tilted on its axis. My boss, Arthur Vance, a man whose ambition was matched only by his ruthlessness, stood before the executive board, his voice a venomous whisper that echoed in the cavernous space. He pointed a trembling, theatrical finger in my direction, a grand gesture of betrayal. The billion-dollar Genesis project, our company's flagship initiative, had crashed and burned, and he was laying the ashes squarely at my feet. I saw the smirks and knowing glances exchanged among the senior partners. In that moment, I was a pariah, the designated scapegoat for a failure that wasn't mine. The weight of his lie was suffocating, a meticulously crafted narrative of my supposed incompetence. I felt the walls closing in, my career, my reputation, all turning to dust. But beneath the shock and the sting of injustice, a different feeling began to smolder, a cold, hard resolve. He had underestimated me. The office, once a symbol of my ambition, became my clandestine battleground. While the city slept, I waged a silent war against the digital ghost of Arthur's deceit. Fueled by black coffee and a burning need for vindication, I descended into the labyrinth of the company's servers. Night after night I sifted through terabytes of data, a digital archaeologist searching for a single, buried truth. I combed through years of archived emails, project management logs, and encrypted communications, cross-referencing dates and keywords. It was a grueling, soul-crushing process. The blinking cursor on the screen became my only companion, each dead end a small defeat that only hardened my determination. I was hunting for the one piece of evidence that would unravel Arthur's carefully woven tapestry of lies, the single thread that, when pulled, would bring his entire fraudulent empire crashing down. Then on a Tuesday morning, at precisely 3:17 a.m., I found it. Buried deep within a forgotten subfolder was an email chain from 6 months prior. The subject line was innocuous: Genesis Project Phase 2, Revision. But the content was explosive. There, in black and white, was a direct order from Arthur, explicitly overriding my team's well-documented concerns about a critical flaw in the system architecture. He had dismissed our warnings as excessive caution and ordered the project to proceed with the flawed code to meet an arbitrary deadline he had set to impress the board. He had knowingly steered the ship toward the iceberg. It was the smoking gun, a digital receipt for his catastrophic arrogance. A wave of adrenaline surged through me, a feeling of pure, unadulterated triumph. I saved the file, my hands steady, my mind clear. The hunt was over. The takedown was about to begin. The annual company-wide town hall was Arthur's stage, and he was in his element, basking in the feigned sympathy of his colleagues as he spoke of learning from recent setbacks. When he opened the floor for questions, I stood up. The room fell silent. With a calm I didn't know I possessed, I walked to the podium, connected my laptop, and brought the email up on the main screen for all to see. A collective gasp rippled through the auditorium. I didn't need to say a word. The evidence spoke for itself, a damning testament to his duplicity. The color drained from Arthur's face, his mask of confident authority crumbling into a grotesque caricature of fear and disbelief. His career wasn't just over. It was annihilated in a public spectacle of his own making. As security escorted him from the building, I felt not just vindicated, but reborn. In the ruins of his betrayal, I had found my own strength, forging my name not in failure, but in the unassailable power of the truth.